What is up, everybody? It's Canada, back at BoomJamGaming. It's been a bit since my last stream. Tell y'all right now, it's been a rough time. Earlier this year, right after I finished my stream, in fact, I lost both of my grandparents. One of them died well, one of them died to kind of something routine. He died to we took him to the hospital. He had some heart problems. We were trying to get a stint for him because, you know, he'd been losing energy and everything. And he's had a lot of health problems. Make no mistake. This isn't some new thing. But he, anyway, the doctor was concerned about some health problems, and they were prepping him for surgery because they needed to do something about a big clot in his leg. And overnight he seemed to be okay, but by morning, he was having a bad reaction to the blood thinners, and things just got worse from there. And yeah, he did not recover. He passed away. About a week after that, my grandmother... We had just buried my grandfather. And about 4 days later, my grandmother had a stroke. And then, I think it was 4 days later, it's all a blur now. She had a stroke, we got her to the hospital as quick as we could. A few days later, she was pronounced brain dead, and she died 2 weeks to the day after my grandfather did. Everyone tries to tell me such a romantic story. They went together, you know, like she couldn't stand to be, but it's not any real comfort. She wanted to live to 80, and we couldn't help her get there. We tried. Anyway, that was all over a month ago now. But so I've been gone. Things have changed a lot. I lived with them, and my brother and I took care of them, and the house is going to be sold eventually. But now this, turn to the topic at hand today, the coronavirus. Now, we're going to be playing good old-fashioned Doom today. The reason we're playing old-fashioned Doom is because it's 1, fun, 2, it's one of the only games I haven't packed. My brother and I went out to shop the other day, and it's Doom Slayer's collection for $20, so there's no reason not to, I guess this is normal mode. There's no reason not to get it. And anyway, so coronavirus. Now the reason I'm bringing it up is because a lot of people are pretty freaked out about it, and they have every right to be. If you live in the States like I do, it'll be apparent pretty quick. Oh, cool map. That we are underinsured, undercared for. We don't have a lot of infrastructure for this sort of thing. It's funny, you know, everyone's like, oh, this is the first world, this is the first world. It's not nearly the first world as much as you think it is. As a result, 1 in 3 people in this country are underinsured. And we are gonna face kind of the brunt of all this. Excuse me. We, some armor down there. It's an acid lake. Potions and stuff. More armor. More armor. Not to put too fine a point on how bad things are, my job is currently shut down as a result of the virus. I no longer... until the virus is gone, like, I worked in the service industry. So until such time as the situation is better, I am out of a job. So I guess I'll have more time to do this. Oh, we're also moving, so that's fun. We found a house, and we were able to get it and all, although I'm worried about how this is going to affect that too. I'm not going to be homeless or anything, but I am packed up to move at a moment's notice. At which point, I'll have a more soundproof room, honestly, to do this in. Dang. I swear to God, I'm better at this. Anyway, so some of this information I will repeat as people get on here. But yeah, it's my personal situation. It's kind of messed up right now. And I'm not looking forward to anything that's happening. It's amazing how quickly everything can go wrong. My only gratitude is that my grandparents are not at risk, I guess, from this, because losing them was hard. Losing them was already hard. What the hell? I'm terrible. Whatever. Just getting used to this. I used to play Wolfenstein a lot. Didn't really play this as much. So, anyway, so on the topic of the coronavirus, people are worried, and they have every right to be. Anyone who tells you that people are blowing it out of proportion or are scared of nothing, those people have the privilege to maybe just have been healthy most of their lives, and so don't appreciate how scary something you can't control is. Or how scary a disease that seems to be spreading rather quickly. And, you know, they'll say, oh, the flu has killed more. Yeah, the flu has killed more with significantly more cases overall. There have been 200,000 cases so far, and 8,000 deaths. That is a higher rate than the flu kills. And I'm not trying to worry anyone, it's just, if someone tells you, oh, it's not that bad, it's actually that bad from a numbers standpoint. Like, it's a good time. It's a perfectly reasonable time to be kind of scared. And you need to be allowed to be afraid. But you shouldn't panic. You know, we all seen the TP memes, we've all seen the toilet paper memes. We know people are panic buying dumb stuff. I was fortunate enough that I had actually gone shopping for a lot of things before my grandmother had her stroke, because I was trying to not have to go shopping again for a while. And as a result, I mean, I went to Sam's and bought the biggest box of toilet paper they had at the time. So I've got toilet paper already, thankfully. But other stuff is going out. Now, people, you need to not be hoarding for the future, like in that great thing. Limit yourself to 2 of any one type of item. Like, seriously. It's... When we went shopping the other day for not anything important, ramen was gone, almost all the meat was gone. Now, we found some fish for a good price, actually. Which was good. We didn't need the fish, but, you know, hey, fresh fish for a small price? Yeah, let's do it. That was, of course, before I knew that I was going to be unemployed. But whatever, you know, you live and you learn. My point is, we got food. And you need to not hoard food if you can help it. Now, there are things you can get that will help greatly. Do not hoard them, because you need to be responsible with your eating. If you're going to be out of work for a while, or if the markets are going to close, because this situation's changing day by day, we don't know just how messed up everything is going to get yet. So, where was I going with this? Right. We don't know just how bad it's going to get, but I can tell you this much almost for sure. Okay. We can probably pull through this just fine, but it's going to take a turn away from individualism, and we have to start thinking as a community. Now, yes, right now, we should all be at a point where we're not, you know, where we're social distancing. I say that as someone who comes from a place that doesn't have too many cases yet, but it was enough cases that our bars and restaurants are being kind of shut down. Like, limiting service, very much so. But, again, I already have, like, food and stuff, but I know I don't have a whole lot, but it's just my brother and I. So, take every piece of my advice with a grain of salt. But understand where I'm coming from. I'm coming from a place of having very much lived in poverty, and I have already figured out how to ration food. Okay, so my advice for those of you who haven't gotten groceries yet, go to a Sam's or a Costco. There are these little biscuits called Belvita biscuits, and they are like, they're supposed to be like a diet food, okay? The idea is that they can give you energy, like they have enough calories in them to give you energy for like 4 hours. Alright, that right there, that is a breakfast supplement. Now, you take one of those supplements and you pair it with, say, one of the Boost drinks or a Premier drink. Either one is fine, though I'll tell you right now, Premier is more protein-focused. Boost, while it has a good amount of protein, like Premier has about 30 grams per drink, and Boost only recently started putting like 20 as a standard. It used to be 15. 20 grams of protein is standard. I'll tell you right now, you put the two of those together, you've got yourself an okay breakfast without spending too much. Buy those at Costco, I believe, and you can definitely buy them at Sam's in packs of give me a sec. At Sam's, you can buy them up to a pack of 24. The most standard size is 12, but of course you can get them in a 24 pack. Now, a 24 pack should last a person a month. All right, every one person can last on one of those for about a month. All right, as long as you limit yourself to one a day, and you're gonna have to if you're afraid that food is going to be an issue. All right, so do that. Same thing with the Belvita packs, one a day. And again, one of those packs will last a person, or one of the boxes of those will last a person a month. All right, and that's breakfast taken care of. Everything else, you limit yourself to 2 meals a day at most. 2 meals a day, and that little tiny sort of. And make sure to actually look at your serving sizes from now on all of your food. I know you may be hungry afterwards if you're used to eating more, but you should really be checking those serving sizes. Okay, that will help you make your food last longer. Now, when it comes to your kids, go ahead and feed them a full breakfast. All right, childhood is when you do most of your growing. So all of my advice is pertaining to adults. You feed your kids as much as you need to feed them. You feed them a full actual breakfast. You sacrifice that breakfast for yourself, of course. You do the Belvita and Boost thing for your breakfast. Now, if you already have vitamins, great. If you don't, just go out and try and find a package of just like the men or women's one a day. Whatever you happen to be, whatever is, for your needs. And you want to take one of those vitamins every night before you go to bed, and here is why. At night, your body does most of its recovery. Okay? So, any nutrients that you didn't get throughout the day should be rectified by that vitamin. And you'll wake up and you'll piss the excess out. And that's fine. But it'll make sure that you wake up with all the nutrients in place that you need to help you get through the day. If you've done any strenuous activity throughout the day, let's say you're, keeping shape at home, keeping in shape, you go ahead and you just, you'll wake up feeling better for having taken that vitamin before you went to sleep. I promise. There was a point in my life where, thankfully, I was able to work out every single day for 2 months straight. And I took one of those every night, and I'll say, regardless of how intense my workout was, I was able to wake up the next day and deal with, there we go, shotgun. I was able to wake up the next day and deal with the day. Like, I didn't feel like I was too much in pain or anything like that. So what I'm telling you is, all based on my experience. I am not a professional anything. I should tell you that right now. What I am is a professional poor person. I have been a poor person for a long time. So I do know how to ration food, and I do know how to ration nutrients, and that is what I am just trying to help you all with. So if you have any questions, please ask, and I will go over anything that I might have missed. Or, go over it for the newcomers, like I said I would. Hi, thanks for joining me. As I was telling the good folks before, can I get that, or is it just something that's terrifying? It's a face. Anyway, as I was telling the good folks at home, I am unique for this hoarding situation because I am used to being poor and used to rationing my food and not being a crazy person. As I was saying at the beginning of the stream, everyone has a right to be afraid in times like this. I am not going to judge you for that. Should you be hoarding toilet paper? No. But can you be forgiven for that impulse? to want to? Totally. Because it's an understandable impulse. These are scary times. As these are scary times, you know, people will occasionally do dumb shit. Whew. Almost bit the dust there. Okay. I'm alive, though. Good. Oops. Oh, man. That's embarrassing. Oh, well. Man, I had so much ammo stocked up. I had a lot of shotgun ammo stocked up before that. That's actually the loss. That's the real loss. Is that I lost that ammo. See if there's any secret rooms. This being a Wolfenstein clone and everything. So, my rambling. Damn it, probably shouldn't have touched that. Oh well, too late. So, what are the topic of discussion? Yeah, like I was saying, no judgment. No judgment if you're scared. Perfectly reasonable to be scared. It's a normal time. It's a new virus. We don't know how to stop it yet. We're working on it. And, you know, believe me, they are working on it. Like, the scientists don't like it any more than we do. Because for them, you know, well, I mean, they understand the full ramifications. They know how messed up the situation is, and don't think that they're not trying to do something. No. If you live in the States, you know that our response to this whole thing has been questionable at best. Some of us have not taken it very seriously, when we definitely should have. Others of us have taken it too seriously. You know, again, the rush on toilet paper. Seriously, guys, I understand, but you're hoarding for like a year. This isn't going to be that bad, and if it is, toilet paper is going to be the least of your friggin' concerns. Groovy. You know what I mean? So, we need to be more community-minded. We need to think, yeah, I've got this, but what about other people who may need it? Because we're not the only person in the world, you know? Like, not one of us is the only person in the world. And we all need to be thinking, if I have all this, what is my neighbor gonna do? Because the thing about... can't see! Okay, cool. Alright, see, now these demons represent the coronavirus. and the shotgun represents common sense. So, I'm doing our best here. Like I said, everyone has a right to be a little freaked out. But take some advice from a poor person. Just ration your food properly. Buy responsibly. Don't buy more than 2 of anything. You know, like, save some for the next person. Because the only way that we get through this with minimal damage is if we are all looking out for one another. And if we are all remembering that everyone else is here too. And everyone else is also experiencing problems. So, you know, keep in mind for your neighbors and your friends to buy reasonably. Now, repeat some of the advice that I was giving before, because now it seems we have new people. For breakfast, for adults, limit yourself. Get some, there's this neat little thing, they're called Belvita biscuits. You get those and you get like a Boost health drink or a Premier health drink. Like I said, the difference is Premier is more a health drink for protein. Like, Premier has 30 grams of protein. Boost is now more and more using 20 as a standard. It used to be 15. I know this because I'm a poor person and I had to subsist on these things. You take a Boost shake and you take a Premier biscuit shake. You put them together, and you got yourself a breakfast. Do not do this for kids. I say that because I know that it's enough nutrition for me to get through, but I cannot guarantee that it's enough for a growing child. Children have different nutritional needs. You feed them a full breakfast because they are kids and they are counting on you to feed them. Damn it. Anyway, kids counting on you to feed them because they're children and cannot go and hunt and gather for themselves. So, you have to hunt and gather for them. Look how happy he is to have a shotgun. How disappointed he must be in me missing every 5 seconds. So, that'll be your breakfast. Everything else, just two meals, and you have to read those serving sizes. Okay? Those are there for a reason. Those are the recommended serving sizes for a reason. Because you want to make sure you get your nutrition in. But you gotta make sure that you're not going overboard. Because you don't know how long this is going to last, and since everyone needs to buy food responsibly, it won't do for you to just be buying up all the food every single day. Like I said, my brother and I went to the grocery store the other day to not even really get anything all that much. And we still were shocked at the amount of stuff that was just empty. Empty for no real reason. Like, other than people panic buying. Now, some of the stuff made sense. Canned goods, ramen. Others didn't make sense. Toilet paper. Perishables. A lot of meat was gone. And it's weird. It's like, you buy that, you should buy that as you need it. Unless you've got a big old freezer. At which point, yeah, I guess go ahead and buy as much as you need, but again, remember that there are other people besides you in the world. And those people need to buy groceries too. And that again, a proper response to this sort of thing needs to be community minded. Because we only get through this as a community, as a people. This is just a scary time because it's laying bare the weaknesses of our system. Like, the fact that the United States, a first world country, doesn't have the infrastructure to deal with this sort of thing is just mind-blowing to some people. I, having lived below the poverty line for the last several years, I already knew, like, firsthand, how bad things could be and how bad things are under our current system. But for people who really didn't know, I understand why this is so scary. Like, you're like, oh, I live in America, I live in the greatest country on earth. We are prepared for anything. We weren't prepared for this. We weren't prepared for it because we weren't thinking about how many people live below the poverty line. We weren't thinking about how our healthcare system leaves a third of us underinsured or not insured at all, so it leaves a third of us unable to get medical care. Which is what's so scary about this, because this really, really hurts people with underlying conditions and pre-existing conditions and all that. So it's poised to do a lot of damage to us. Now, again, as I said at the beginning of this video, for those of us just joining, I lost my grandparents earlier this year. They would both have been super, super vulnerable to this disease. I am not as vulnerable as they were. I'm still vulnerable, because I am poor, so I'm trying my best to stay away from, things. I'm doing my best to keep out, and like I said, I've got the food and everything right now necessary to do that. But not everyone's in my position. Not everyone happened to go bulk shopping before there was a problem. Not everyone did it, like I said, I did it just because I wanted to avoid going out shopping for a while. I had no other motivation than to just not have to go shopping. That's the only thing I wanted. Was to not have to shop. And I got my wish. I don't have to shop for a bit. But at the same time, remember, okay, this thing says exit. But there was also a red button. I'm gonna save, just in case. Because I'm gonna go back to that other button. And see what it does. Like I said, I was already in position accidentally to be prepared for this. But accidentally. Hell yeah. I don't know what that button did. Good. Cleared out that room. What was I saying? Being very doom and gloom. Right. my point is, everyone needs to take care of each other in these trying times. And we need to be more community-minded in these trying times. If somehow this message reaches anyone who hasn't already voted in their state primaries yet, I encourage you to vote. And vote for the guy who, you know, has been basically stating that we need better healthcare in this country for years, and how, you know, everything's currently proven right. I'm not trying to get super political, but understand that as a poor person, politics rule your everyday life. Politics control what happens to you. There's only so much an individual can do in the face of a broken system. So vote for the guy who wants a better system. That's all I ask. But back to the more immediate. Again, rationing. Be smart. Check your serving sizes. And eat your leftovers before you cook anything new. I know that that's hard. I know it's fun to cook. But like, my brother and I made like a packet of corn last night. That's 4 servings of corn. We still have about half left. So I need to use that for our vegetables before I cook up any. Hello, suit. What are these? Ooh, a radiation shielding suit. How clever. Fancy. Why am I in this? I don't like this green tint, I'll tell you that much. Box of rockets. Health. So yeah, my primary advice, of course, is Belvita biscuits. Yellow key, alright. Is Belvita biscuits and Boost shakes. For real, for real. Start your day off with those. I know it's not super, but I don't know if the radiation suit actually did anything for me, or if I just wasted it. Pretty embarrassing if I wasted it. I guess. Oh, cool. I'm just gonna fire on those dudes. Be awesome. So yeah. So yeah, Belvita biscuits. I would suggest protein, or I would suggest Boost shakes more than I would suggest Premier, only because Boost shakes have better vitamin count, lower protein, but higher vitamins. So you know you have to, you kind of have to balance those out for yourself. I'm not here to tell you what your nutrition needs are. I'm here to tell you what I did last time I was super poor and what I'm doing now. In fact, I just had the breakfast that I am describing to you. Like, I had that to start today. So, Boost, Belvita, and for what it's worth, I've also got a little peanut bar from Nature Valley. Again, a box of any of those should last a single person a month. So do not go crazy buying this stuff. Completely unnecessary. Just be smart. Be responsible shoppers. do not buy that much toilet paper. And honestly, if you're going through toilet paper that fast, you need to start rethinking your toilet paper usage, okay? Because you got other problems. If you got irritable bowel syndrome, you know, I guess, maybe. But if you don't, ain't no reason the toilet paper aisle should be empty every day. It's kind of ridiculous. And I'm kind of disappointed in some of you. It's gonna be nice. A clip. So, does anyone have any questions so far? Are there any questions for the class? I'll be glad to take questions. I'll be glad to address any comments or concerns. This is just some... Oh my god. Oh god. It's so big. Oh Jesus. They almost took my toilet paper. Oh my god. Anyway. I had to resist the urge to call this video Doom Classic Coronavirus Edition. I thought that would be in poor taste. Even though I knew I was going to be talking about it in a respectful manner, I felt that calling it Coronavirus Edition would be a little shitty and a little sensationalist. And I almost did for the views. Almost, but I decided I wasn't going to do that. I felt it might undermine everything I'm talking about. God, why is he so fast? Okay. I was pretty sure I remembered correctly, but I had to make sure that the chain gun and the pistol use the same ammo. Oh shit. I think I had armor. I think I had 200% armor. 200%, that's ridiculous. Oof. The walls in this game are much stranger. There's the yellow key. Some awful bullshit gonna happen now. Oh. That was rather simple. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah. My power is maximum. Anyway. So yeah, does anyone have any questions? Because, like I said, I've got answers. Because I've gone over rationing a few times now. Yes, hand washing. Just wash your fucking hands. I don't know what to tell you. Like, other than to wash your hands. Like, we're all adults. Okay, we're not all adults. We should all be adults watching this channel. Like, do me a favor, wash your hands so as to, you know, minimize your risk. Ugh. You'll want to minimize your risk. Especially if, like me, why is he invisible? It scares me. Why is he invisible? Is he the corona? You want to minimize your risk especially if you're like me and you cannot afford to go to a doctor. Now, the head of CDC was forced by a representative from California, a senator, to and claim that testing for free treatment is free. However, it appears that our president, in his infinite wisdom, has nixed that
because even though the head of the CDC has the power to do that, it looks like it was backtracked. Possibly. You want to look into that. Because this thing is bad if it goes untreated. Okay? Now, if you are in my age group, your risk is minimum. I have run the math. If you catch it, you have a 1 in 500 chance of not pulling through. If you're in my age group. If you're under 40, period, like, your chances are good. You got a 1 in 200 chance if you're under 40. If you're in my exact age group, like 20s, it's 1 in 500, but, you know, the chances go up as you get older. Babies are a little more at risk, because they're babies. But, like, other than that, you know, they're actually doing okay, surprisingly enough. Babies are doing okay. Which is good, because, you know, gotta take care of them babies. Gotta take care of our babies. They're babies. Babies are the most important thing in the world. I love babies. If you're over 40, I hate to tell you, your chances go up significantly. The oldest amongst us are at the greatest risk, but if you're over 40, your collective chance of dying is, I hate to tell you, 1 in 5, if you get it. So don't get it if you're over 40. Because 19% of y'all so far, and that was just 19% of cases in people over 40 ended in death. People want to know, people talk about, like, oh, Italy, how's that socialized medicine? Their socialized medicine is working pretty well. That's why their death rate is so high. As a result of them having a healthier population, a lot more of them lived longer. They've got a lot of older folks in Italy. That's why it's been so is because, well, they have an older population. The older population's more at risk. So, as just pure cause and effect, you know, they've had more casualties because they've had more people in the vulnerable age range. Like I said, if you're under 40, you have significantly less to worry about. If you're over 40, I would stay home as much as possible, because I would stay home and I would make sure that you're not inviting your kids over if you don't have to, because frankly, every single one of us is a vector for disease, and you know, if you don't want to die, remember, it's 1 in 5. 1 in 5 if you're over 40. I'm not trying to be alarmist, I'm just trying to be real with the numbers here. So if you're under 40, again, it's 1 in 200. If you're in your 20s, it's 1 in 500. It's not especially dangerous for us. But if you're over 40 and you happen to be watching this, hi, welcome. Way to shatter some of my preconceived notions. But more importantly, you know, you gotta stay safe. The older you are, the worse this is. Now, granted, most of that 19% comes from folks who are like 70 and up. Most of it. So if you're not 70, you are not at as high a risk. you should still be careful. Wash your hands. Make sure people around you are washing their hands. 20 seconds. Sing the chorus of Mr. Brightside to yourself. If you have to. I find that to be fun. Right, I don't have my chain gun anymore. He looks big and scary, but it turns out he's a big fucking moron. Oh shit. Hey guy. Him some kind of bull. Or a cow. Neat. Alright, cool. Just gotta find a way to get over into that room. So I can get all the bullets they dropped. They dropped so many bullets. What was I saying? Right. Wash your hands. Normal, important health advice. Like, that's just normal advice. Wash your fucking hands. Because you need to now, especially because, you know, this thing is, what do you call it? Spread in ways that good hygiene can minimize. Now, are they right to want to quarantine people and whatnot? Yes. I think so. Because of the nature of this, we don't know everything that could happen with it. It's a new disease, and that's why everyone's freaked out. It's new. That's what it means by novel. Yeah, so that's what a novel disease means. In case anyone was confused. So the simple fact of the matter is, we still don't know everything about this thing. If we did, obviously, we'd be less freaked out about it. But we don't. We don't know everything about it, and of course that is room to be concerned. If I sound particularly whatever about it, it's because, as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I lost everyone important to me that could be affected by this. I have no skin in this game. Yes, we can all be affected by it, but I'm not likely to be. And honestly, real talk, I spent a lot of last year thinking about killing myself. Like, a lot of last year was spent. Fuck this, I deserve that. See, I spent a lot of last year thinking about doing that. That right there. And, yeah. Anyway, sorry about that, folks. I'm getting a lot of text messages, people giving me updates. Oh, it looks like people are actually chatting on the stream, or at least they appear to be, but I can't actually see their messages. So give me a sec, so I can try and fix some of that. Like it says, okay, let's go ahead and get on there. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I don't know. I would sure like to see the chat. Oh, there it is. Cool. Let me check my settings real quick, because apparently something is wrong. Alright. Broadcast. Comments. Are comments off? They shouldn't be. Display. Okay, maybe that'll fix it? I don't know. I ain't seen it. It don't matter. It don't matter. I've got a computer set up for exactly this reason anyway, because I was anticipating something going wrong, because a lot of stuff was going wrong during my Kingdom Hearts stream. So, I was anticipating something going wrong here. And it looks like we're right. So, anyway, as I was saying, proper nutrition. Ooh, Animal Crossing. Oh god. Oh, fuck me. Why is he invisible? Like, he's scary enough. Doesn't have to be invisible, too. Jesus. Okay. Why is he invisible? Check, check, 1, 2. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Out. Oh, there we go. Excuse me. Gotta love the shotgun. Someone just threw something at me. Dicks. Nope. Nope. Alright, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Shotgun. Okay, guys, now, this is how you deal with people who have the coronavirus, alright? You take them out back and you shoot them. No. Don't do that. Do not old yeller you're sick, folks. Not yet. We're not at that stage. I will let you know when we are at that stage. Because I'm pretty candid about all this. Again, I lost my folks. They're not going to be affected by this. So, because I can't lose them twice, I'm pretty just whatever about the whole thing. You know, it's like, it's life. It's like life. And, I know I'm not too happy with it. Life, I mean. Life is kind of bullshit. Anyone who tells you different is selling something, as they say. Not sure where I got that. The only thing is, life doesn't have to be constant suffering, it just happens to be, you know? There's no reason for life to be as difficult as it currently is. There's no good reason, as this virus is showing us. Because now that the chips are down and all of the capitalists are freaking out, you know what they're asking for? Socialism. It's really funny. It's actually really funny.
They're all begging for it now, and it's like, where was this when we needed it? Nice. That worked better than I could have hoped. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Up, babe. Come on, let's go. Okay, fine. Don't. Oh, Jesus. How come you can hit me from any angle? And I cannot return the favor. Hello. Hello, boys. I do like that they'll turn on each other. I like that a lot. I am clearly missing something. Okay, it was you. You guys came from behind. It came from behind. Alright. Give me that health. There we go. Ow. Okay, now I know that both of these don't have a secret, but I'd rather have the high ground for just a sec. Okay, here we go. So. Seriously. I don't know why y'all's comments aren't being displayed. I didn't change anything. It's really weird. Oh, God. Ow. Everything hurts. And I know that there are enemies up there. Okay. Still alive, boys. Cool. Fuck, 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 fuck. Oh god, I'm gonna die. There's a thing. I need them both. Sweet Jesus. Coronavirus. Like I was saying, what we need the most right now is a little bit of community-mindedness. That was ammo. Kinda banking on that being health. Oh well. Picked up the mega armor. Now if I can survive... Okay. Cool. Wizzy wham wham wazzle. No? Not a secret? Not a secret? Not a secret? Cool. Neat. Looks like we're in a bit of a sticky wicket. Yes, exactly. Mind your community. That's important in these trying times. Because you cannot possibly eat all of the food or store all of the food that you're hoarding. You can't. You need to remember that there are other people in the world that aren't you. I know, weird concept. But there are plenty of them, and they have just as much right to eat as you do. And the better we are about working together through this, the more likely we're gonna make this less of a huge problem and more of just kind of a scary time that happened in the history books. Because right now, the death rate, again, pretty high. Pretty high.
all things considering. 3.4% or 4% even now, actually. Doesn't sound like much, but it is. But, you know, they're calling it the Boomer Doomer. Exactly, you're not going to be able to store 10 gallons of milk. Doveronin. Yeah, Doveronin is completely correct. You're not going to be able to store 10 gallons of milk, especially not indefinitely. You cannot freeze milk in the container that it is sold in. Alright, if you try, it's just going to explode. And besides, have you ever had thawed milk? Because I have. And it's gross. Damn it. Because the water and the fats separate weirdly, and it's like a whole thing. Trust me on this, you don't want it. Jesus Christ. But yeah, so again, 2 of any particular item for yourself, and remember what I said. Belvita nutrition biscuits, or whatever the hell they're called here. I've got an empty package of them right now. Yep, Belvita breakfast biscuits. You take one of those and a boost shake, and oh yeah, now I'm just now saying pretty sure it has something to do with the broadcast originating on the share feature. Yes, but I've never ever had this problem before where I couldn't see the comments on my screen. Never once. So that means that something bugged. Which, you know, it would. Here I am trying to give people good advice about the corona, asking people for, you know, for to ask me questions so I can answer them. Oh god. And like I cannot give proper advice because I have to keep my eye on the ball because this is Doom. This is not a game where you take your eye off the ball. This is a game where you keep your eye on the ball. It's the sort of game where you need to pay attention to everything that's happening around you. Because otherwise, all of the hell zombies will get you. When there is no more room in hell, I will wander Mars. My PSN name is Catador. That is K-A... hold on, what is... That is Catador. K-A-T-U-D-O-R. Catador. That is my PSN name. BoomJamGaming is my channel, but you already know that. You're already here. Coronavirus. So. Is that ammo back? Sweet. Okay, that's a good thing. That means sometimes health items and ammo items come back. Cool. Great. That's exactly the sort of thing that I like to hear. So, cool, I got a friend request. Ooh wee. Oh god. Ah, why? Why everything? Why is this happening? Okay. So just remember, folks, this thing is called the Boomer Doomer for a reason. And that reason is because, you know, it's like really bad for old people to get. And I think that's beautiful. Okay, now that sounds cynical, but hear me out, hear me out. The reason I say that is, again, I'm gonna delve a little into politics. It's not supposed to just be about politics, but politics is important to one so poor as I. For years, we've been saying, hey, all of this stuff that you guys are doing, because you guys are the ones, the boomers are the ones in power, all this stuff you guys are doing is hurting us in the long run. what you're doing to the environment is going to be devastating for us, and the economy you've set up isn't sustainable. And their answer to that has been basically, we don't care, because it doesn't affect us. Well, now suddenly, this disease that's mostly just killing them is suddenly a big problem. It's something we have to do something about now. Do I think we have to do something about sickness? Yes, absolutely. But do I think it's fair that something that mostly just affects them is suddenly rewriting our entire society? No, because it's endemic of, or it's emblematic of how much our society revolves around them. Like, no matter who, no matter what. Get frustrated. No matter who or what the issue is, it revolves around making boomers happy, making boomers feel safe. No matter what. And it's just like, at some point you start to feel like chopped liver. You're like, oh, okay, so I guess I don't count. Yes, this is a public health crisis, and yes, people besides boomers are going to be affected by it negatively. But I lost my job. Like, we don't know when we might be reopening or anything like that. I don't have a job now because of this. Because we live in a society that revolves around the well-being of one ever-shrinking group of individuals. And again, I live in a country that doesn't have infrastructure for this. If I could have left, I would. I looked into it. When my grandparents died and they left me something, they left me enough to kind of start a life. But all of that money is spoken for as far as I'm concerned. Because it needs to go towards housing, towards sustainability, towards having something. But I looked into moving away. I looked into taking what I had and starting a life somewhere else. But due to everything else that makes up my life, I don't qualify for any kind of visa. I don't have a finished higher education because of my own mental health problems that have cropped up from being too poor to do anything about them. I'm stuck here. I'm truly stuck here. And it's frustrating to know that you're stuck in what is supposed to be the most powerful country on Earth, and to suddenly have it show itself as the underdeveloped country that it is. A developed nation would not be stuck in the situation that we are stuck in. We are underdeveloped. We are very wealthy because we allow a few people to get super rich, while the rest of us are stuck on the bottom. Doing all of the work, by the way, that makes those riches happen. None of those rich people would be rich without us. We did all of it. Not them. Us. So that's where they've been coming from. I just didn't notice this entire time. Oh, hello. Good job blowing up the barrel on your own, dumbass. So fun Doom trivia. To get back to, game talk. Get out of this dire topic of conversation. Doom Guy is, in fact, a descendant of B.J. Blazkowicz, the hero of Wolfenstein. And now you know that. I, for one, think it's a really cool thing to know. Why did that happen? Bollocks. Right. I've got 12 health. All because this thing decided to break. Fuck. Okay, 200% armor. It's a good start. What I need is that ammo. I think. Yes, I do need that ammo. Just remember that this is the Boomer Doomer. This thing isn't going to hurt us nearly as badly as it's going to hurt them. And I take no small amount of pleasure in that. They have killed this planet before we've had a chance to inherit it and try and fix it. And already, the loss in commerce and the decrease in activity around the world is making it cleaner. If anyone can come out of this situation denying that we are the ones who have done the damage, you can't trust those people with anything. Hello, radiation suit. That would have been great to have earlier, when I was walking through all of that radiation. Anyway, as I was saying, and as I've been saying, this is the Boomer Doomer. It's gonna hurt them more than it's gonna hurt us. And too many of them have it coming. I feel bad for the good ones. There are good boomers, and I know there are. My grandparents were good boomers. But on the whole, their generation caused this problem. Even this disease can be traced back to their shortcomings. Now I'm gonna get some boomer sympathizers. I'm gonna get some Gen X irate boomer on this kind of thing and being like, "Oh, you're just bitter and blah, blah, blah." You know what? I am bitter. I'm bitter because you broke something, blamed me for it being broken, and then you expect me to fix it. I'm saving. I'm not doing all that again. I'm not doing all that again. Like, oh, millennials are killing the diamond industry. No, you just made it so that we can't afford diamonds. Y'all didn't raise the wages for 10 years. Like, if the minimum wage goes up, the wages, period, have to go up. Because who's gonna do a skilled job at 15 an hour when the minimum wage is 15 an hour? The only one who's really arguing against it are the people who have to pay that tab. And it's not you or me, folks. It's people who can afford it. They just don't want to afford it. Oh, God. Is it still alive? No? Okay, good. Killed it. Just like a boomer. Take the blue key card. Why is it invisible? I hate this. Why does it get to be invisible? This is bullshit.
I don't know what any of these switches do. Oh. Oh. Neat. A shortcut. Okay, so we're just gonna wait. Gonna wait for them to come through that door. Exactly! Synthetic diamonds are awesome! Because diamonds are still cool. Because, you know, they can scratch anything and they're super hard. But, like, they shouldn't be a symbol of... whatever. But yes, an artificial diamond would be more ethically sourced. Hello. That guy has a shotgun. Howdy. Oh god. They keep coming out of nowhere. I'm glad that I have mega armor. Oh god, why aren't the lights on? Oh man. Epilepsy warning, I guess? Fuck. This is why we saved. Because I am not going through that again. Whew. Exactly. It shouldn't be a month's salary for a ring. It's like, that month's salary, you know what you could use that on? A bitchin' honeymoon. Alright? Take your significant other out to friggin' anywhere. Well, not right now, obviously. Because we're all dying of coronavirus and Disneyland is shut down. But, you know, once this thing blows over, if you and your significant other have both survived, go to Disney World. If you're gonna spend a month's salary on something, spend it on a vacation. The best vacation you can. Which is Disney World. Why are you this way? Why are you invisible? That's the thing I can't stand. Why are they invisible? Look at me. I am the captain now. Okay. Here we go. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. God, there's more invisible dudes in there. This sucks. I hate this. Oh, Christ. I'd like the PS5 to come out. They say it's going to be backwards compatible across all systems. Maybe that means I can stream some Dead Space. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Aha. I tricked you. Invisible jackass. Because he's got social anxiety. Yes, that is definitely... Well, oh god, here he is again. Oh no. Oh my god. Okay, good. Everything's fine. Oh, Jesus! Oh, Steve, was that you? Man, I'm sorry, Steve. I heard that The Rock's Doom movie actually does mention... Like... It actually does show that Doom Guy is in the movie and is already dead. Because they mention that Private Blazkowicz is one of the bodies that they find. Which is really funny. Because, you know, like I said, Doom and Wolfenstein take place in the same universe. And Doom Guy is a Blazkowicz. Only with PS4 games? Bullshit! God damn it! That's fucking... No! Sony! Sony! Come on! PS3 games and PS4 games are both Blu-ray. Let me play my PS3 games.
I want to stream Red Dead Redemption 1. You have any idea how much fun I have in that game? There's a lot. Oh god. I think it's dead. Strobe. That's a rocket. I have rockets, but no launcher. It's amazing. This is a game about a portal to hell opening on Mars. Doom is some next level shit. 22% of secrets! But I spent so long on the level. I spent 4 times as much time on the level as needed. And you're telling me I only found some of it? Well, I guess 5 times. No, 4 times. Dang. Dag, yo! Anyway. Whatever. I'm getting through this. I'm Doom guy. Oh, cool. Oh, not cool. This is a boss level if I ever seen one. Whoop. Whoop a Gangnam style. Whoop. 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 Yeah, just the sheer number. Also, this sounds like Doom music. Anyone else hearing it? Okay. Ah, nope. Ah. Did I get him? I'll take you on with your own gun. Alright. Best around. Nothing's gonna ever take me down. I'm gonna come back for these blue things, because if there's enough health in the previous areas, I can be above 100%. Neat. Okay. So I don't know where I came from. This whole level is a nightmare. But it's okay. Okay, gotta find the yellow key. Alright. Do that. Yeah, this is, like I said, this is Wolfenstein music. But I'm positive this also means a boss is coming. This is where I was trying to go before. Like I said, I'm here to collect as much extra armor and health as I can for the battle that is definitely coming. It would have been nice to have a radiation suit there, I guess. Hello. Hello. Friend. Oh, good thing I still got a shotgun. Hello. Like I said, that looks like possibly I'm supposed to go there. Find out real quick. Neat. Hello. Hello. So that's what this has been the whole time. Good to know. Okay. I am as healthy. Okay. This seems like a good place to save because I don't know what that thing does. And I'm scared of it. Like... Metal Gear. Alright, let's see. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. Amplification visor. Oh, I'm invisible. I got the box of rockets. Hell yeah. How long invisibility lasts? Probably not for a whole long time. Whoa, but I can see! Oh, God. This is so much better. Yellow key. I've got the blue key, so I can open up this door. Nope. Sorry, bucko. Not today. Not today. I'm BJ Blazkowicz the 7th. Hello. How'd you see me? I'm invisible. Heard me stomping around, shooting stuff. Maybe you got infravision. I wouldn't begrudge you having it. Get stuffed. Oh no, I'm visible. Oops. Damn. I didn't want to pick up that box of shells. Oof, this place is a ridiculous maze. Who would work here? Okay. Computer area map. Ooh wee! Has every level been like this? Okay, I'll be honest, Doom and Wolfenstein are not necessarily the games that I am used to trying to 100%. Just the early levels of, just the early levels of Wolfenstein do I try and 100%. But this game is significantly harder than Wolfenstein. Like Wolfenstein, you just got Nazis, and you kill them, and you're good, and you can search all of the walls to your heart's content. This place, there's acid everywhere. Blue. Damn. Right. The yellow key. I've got a blue key. Hello, where'd you go? Oh, okay, so I need the yellow key for a couple of things. Let's go this way this time. Try and have an idea of where I've been and where I'm going. Oh, no guarantees on that, but... Armor. Health. Nope. Health. The blue door that I came in. This way it is. Tell me your secrets. Alright. Yellow door. Backpack full of rockets, I guess? Yeah, I've got a lot of I've got a lot of rockets and no rocket launcher. And that's the shitty thing about dying, is I have all of these rockets and whatnot, and I'd like to use them. But I have yet to find a single rocket launcher. Oh, cool! Oh no, I guess my capacity for shotgun shells went up. Yeah, that's what the backpack was. Swiggity sweet. As they say, swiggity swooty, coming for that booty. I don't think they say that. Yeah, well. Dead guys. Oh, goodness. Hello, boys. Am I supposed to grab the radiation suit for this? My gut's telling me yes. Damn. Hi. Hi. Alright, I guarantee I'm supposed to get through all that radiation at some point. Think I have extra health, I guess. Where are you guys coming from? Why are there candelabras here? Maybe that will help things somehow. Oh, no, never mind. Just made things worse. Come on there, come on. Oh. You can come round the corner like a good laddie. Boom. No. More rockets. Rocket the bunch. Ow. Okay. I believe that's the exit button. Don't want to press it yet. Because I'm still rightly curious about where that river of radiation goes. Alright. Hello. Oh, right. Neat. Oh, I should have tried to jump for that. Oh, never mind. Well. Convenient. Those look like doors. How do I get to these doors? So, coronavirus. We're having fun with it, boys and girls. We're living the dream. This is it, you know? This is the American dream right here. For 2 hours, I have done this. 2 hours well spent. But all good things, they must come to an end. And as soon as I can remember how the fuck to get out of here. Oh wait, now I remember. It's through the red door. Ow. No! My precious 200% health. Now no one will ever take me to prom. Ah. Shotgun. You know what I liked about Yu Yu Hakusho? Everything. Oh. Huh. Didn't do what I thought it was gonna do.
Alrighty then. Still doing relatively okay. At least I killed 100% of them. Found most of the secrets. I'm supposed to beat that level in 3 minutes. I'm supposed to beat that level in 3 minutes. It's a long level. That's insane. Even Kuwabara. I actually loved Kuwabara. Do you know why? Because Kuwabara actually had a lot of character growth. Like, as a person, he went through a lot and learned a lot and became better over the course of the show. Not every side character or side can claim that distinction, you know? I'll say it right now. Kuwabara grew significantly as a person. I see now the armor was a trap. Nicely done, boys. Oh, cool. They're all gonna duke it out now. Nope. Nope. Boom bum 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 bum. You know what's really funny? Is it like the original Elder Scrolls is basically just a Doom clone? Okay. Okay. Well, you know what? Calling it a Doom clone isn't fair. Let's call it a Doom-like. Call it a Doom-like. That's what it is. It's like Doom. Hello. Okay, so he's up there. And now he's not. Punk. Metal Gear. It can't be. Oh, shit. Not my fastest reaction. There was a time when I could have just fucking boom, just like immediate. I used to be that good back in the day. Kind of out of it with shooters. I'm playing this and not Doom 2016, which, by the way, for the small amount of time that I did play that game in like a cyber cafe once, that game was awesome. And buying that game recently is how I got this. So, you know. Excuse me, we're ready. Come on, baby. Don't be shy. Where you at, dog? Where you at? Come on, come on, come on, come on, now touch me, babe. I'm sure there's nothing bad in here. Ah, that was satisfying. Hitting one of these from the back. Boom! Boom! Yeah, I figured I'd get one cane. You know, I should do during my period of pseudo self-isolation. Should make a Doom call. I may have already said it, but I don't know. Gotta do something with my time, right? Yeah, Doomstein. That is a good thing to call them. God damn it. You just like they call them Castlevania, or they call them Metroidvania games. Yeah, Doomstein seems appropriate. Some, oh god. Hello. Oops. Close. But, Catador, you have a friggin' thing. Why don't you do the thing with it? Yes, I suppose you probably mean my chain gun. Why am I not using my chain gun? Well, you see, I have been trained to keep the best gun for bosses. My long and storied video game career has taught me that much. Hello. Anything you have not a lot of ammo for is probably something awesome. And yes, the chain gun has a lot of ammo, but it chews through it like nothing. So I've got to keep that ammo safe for whatever. But I know there's a boss. There's bosses in Wolfenstein. There's definitely a boss here. I just don't know where he is. But that's what I'm gonna pull out this bad boy. Oh man, 400 ammo. Okay, so we doubled our capacity. Hello. There is something satisfying about what feels like the primary weapon in the game truly being the shotgun rather than the pistol. There is something satisfying about shotguns. Ooh. Hello. Shotgun's one of my favorite weapons to use in Red Dead, for example. But I also just like the repeater, the Winchester. Nanomachines. Nanomachines, son. Oh. Oh, okay.
after I eat my entire ass. Sure would like that thing. Hello. Hello, health. Or health. Peace, homie. Talk to you later. Hopefully next time I stream the weird little comment issue will be fixed, because I sure prefer to respond to comments as they appear on my screen, as opposed to looking over in the midst of a game that requires my attention. Okay, I've got yellow. I've got red. I lack blue. No, it's just in here. So I go this way. That's the door. This level has been pretty brutal. Okay. Come on. Where do I go? Oh! Oh, I get it now. Yeah, I think I get it now. Oh, shit. I don't actually have a way to get out. Oh, cool. Yeah, neat mega armor. That'll really help. Well, folks, I've gotten myself into a pickle. And at 2 hours, I'd say this stream is long enough. So I'll catch you all next time. Oh well. Bye-bye.